Hey, this is Rick from Greyrot, and you're listening to Heavy Mental Breakdown.
Sick. When you move forward with your glasses, I was able to see myself in that reflection. So
Yeah.
that was cool. You were giving a little like peek into what this is going to look like. I love it. I love it.
Man.
Greyrot, what's up? How are you?
Hey.
You were saying this is your first podcast. How you feeling?
It is. I'm feeling good. I really appreciate you taking the time, giving me the opportunity.
Absolutely.
I came out of the recording studio today and flew home just to meet
cool.
up with you.
Oh shit! Where you? Oh, awesome! Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why you are here today is because Heavy Mental Breakdown is a sponsor of an upcoming show that you're a part of. It is going to be out of Odin's House of Sound on Saturday, March 14th. And you also have your friends in Velvet Ruin, Vetlos, Ashwolf.
Nashville. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
so
you were
excited.
Yeah, you were saying that you've played a couple shows with some of the artists before. What is your kind of history with this lineup?
Yeah, I've played with Ashwolf several times in his different iterations. He has another great band called Invictus. And we are just it's truly underground in Richmond. We're all just leaning on each other and booking each other's shows.
Yeah.
And we had a big year last year. I think everybody just came out swinging.
How so? Just a bunch of shows or what?
A bunch of shows. We had a show every month, I think.
Very
and just
cool.
in various places, different towns.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I didn't really know this, but I've had quite a bit of bands from Richmond on this show, or just from Virginia.
Yeah.
And I wasn't aware of how big the local underground scene was in music. I had
Richmond's
no
a
clue.
music town. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so cool. Like a show that I sponsored was at Banditos,
Yep, we did that.
and I heard that was one of their best stops on that tour. They just said
Awesome.
the crowd brought the energy, and there was a few local bands there. I forget their names, but Richmond shows up. What has been
They
your
do.
experience with the Richmond crowd, the underground scene? Does it feel like a family, a community? What does it feel like when you're doing these underground shows and people are coming out and seeing
I
it?
really like it. I like the community. I like just hanging with the other bands, trading notes and,
Yeah.
trade secrets.
Yeah.
Just partying down,
Yeah.
just enjoying everyone. What I'm seeing is I like that everybody's very open. We're not all gatekeeping and just saying you don't fit my box. So whatever subgenre people nest in,
Yeah.
we're all like Ashwolf isn't. He's not like heavy industrial, right? But he's fun
Yeah.
and he's good, and you can see he brings the energy. Those guys are great. Burtless, they're a different style of industrial metal.
Yeah.
But they bring the energy. There's that rawness there, and it's awesome. I can't wait to play with Velvet because I haven't played with them yet.
Oh,
Velvet
okay.
Band.
Cool.
But I see. I like the support in Richmond,
Yeah.
and the locals turn up. They know.
Yeah.
There's always something going on.
Yeah. There's always something going on.
Almost
I'm
on every
stoked.
corner.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I I've interviewed quite a bit of bands on this podcast now, and I would probably say Verklos is probably in my top 5 favorite bands that I've had on here.
Mm-hmm.
Their music is just like, I feel like I hear their tracks in my head just throughout the day.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm
It's
a
the
big
pounding,
fan.
repetitious beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Of your day to day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I love
Yeah.
how rough it is. Like, you watch those music videos and you can tell, like,
Oh yeah.
it's not all polished and looking, like a $1 million production. It's like, it's grindy, it's rough, but it's very them, and it hits.
It is. Yeah.
I'm stoked to see them live.
Yeah. I appreciate those guys, and they're good friends.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. So how long has Greyrot been a thing? And just a little bit of a background on what you're doing for anybody who hasn't heard your music yet.
Yeah. Well, so I've been playing with my friends off and on since about 2000. The whole Greyrot concept came around about 2019. It was before the whole virusness.
That's what I was already thinking.
Yeah, and then at that point, you kind of see the evolution of society and what was happening in that time period, and we were all locked in. And so my friends and I we just get together and jam out, and there are some old recordings floating around there. It's not really something in the rotation currently because it was the fun stuff we were doing 6 years ago now. And that's where the concept started. With our roots in being Naomi Kratz, we just love Black Sabbath. We love Doom.
R.I.P. Ozzy.
Yeah, I mean, what a blow.
I know.
And what a bang to go out on. The guy's legend.
Wild, man. I know some people who flew out of the country for that show. I forget where it was based at. I know it wasn't in the U.S. It was somewhere else. But I have buddies
in Birmingham where they live. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but I know people that flew out for it because they were like, if this is last show, we're going. We have to be there.
That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah. That was his farewell to everyone.
Yeah, and then it wasn't much longer after that. It was wild, man.
I spent my entire day, I just sat on the couch and watched all of it.
That is wild. That was an event for sure.
Yep. Yep.
So how much of a role did 2020 play in the growth of the band? Because 2020 is a conversation that comes up here all the time.
It's undeniable.
Yeah. And a lot of people kind of found themselves during that time because they were making music before. Exactly. That, and that's what it was. Before, they're just making fun music, having fun. I mean, a lot of them are really good, but then 2020, it was just like, okay, where is this band actually going? Once we can start playing shows again, what kind of songs and what kind of energy do we want to put out? So a lot of bands saying 2020 was a total shift for them.
Completely. Yeah, it was. It was a shift for all the individuals and society as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely.
From my perspective, everybody was isolated. We were forced to isolate, right? So everybody was forced to look within.
Yeah. As
well as we're seeing everything that's happening at that time period. I really don't even want to get into it.
Yeah.
But we locked ourselves in, and it was time to focus and truly see what mattered to you. Because nobody knew what the future was. And at that time, I was just sick and disgusted with how society just kind of rolled over their belly and just showed their belly, and we completely folded and gave in.
Yeah.
To the powers of the elite and control systems. It was so easy. And that's a big problem for me. I have a problem with authority,
Yeah.
I'm a 90s, 2000s kid, and I always thought I was a punk kid, and I still hold some of those values.
Absolutely.
And that's what drives in the music. I'm anti-establishment.
The anarchy, the punk rock, the fucking thrash. Let's tear this place up.
Yep, I'm anti-establishment, and that's the whole vision behind Greyrot. Is it's from the perspective of the poor, the lowborn, the disenfranchised, and we can see what's happening. There are levels of control that are being implemented and put in place for all of us and mankind, and it feels like we're just kind of rolling over, and we have little or no control.
What even matters today?
Yeah. That hasn't been, planted in your brain by some marketing scheme or something.
Yeah, man.
So what's true individualism?
As all this stuff starts coming out, don't want to talk about it too much because this is supposed to be a happy place.
Is it?
But no, not like US or anything, but like this podcast. We're supposed to be good vibes only. But with everything in the news right now, it's hard to stay good vibes.
Yeah.
And it's hard to not talk about it.
Yep.
So
Because
as much
you're
of
put in a
2020,
position to give up.
yeah,
I think there's mass programming happening, and we're all carrying it around in our pocket or in our
I think
hands.
they ultimately want to see us fail.
They want us to just give up, to give
Yeah.
complete control over,
Yeah,
and I think it's wrong.
absolutely.
And that's why I call. If you look at some of my descriptions, Greyrot is a industrial sludge, doom, a downer band. It's I'm the guy on the street corner with the sign that says "The end is nigh." You know.
And, you know, I was never that way either, but like as things are
Yeah.
coming out, I'm starting to be more that person.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm kind of a conspiracy theory kind of dude, and like everything like big things to me, I'm always like, but why
It's not
did that
conspiracy
happen?
when it comes true in 5 years.
Exactly. So I'm just like at this point, I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I was kind of on the right track of believing of what was happening at that time.
There's a nugget of truth there. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And now when things are coming out right now, I'm like, but is it even real though?
What's real?
Like as like the Epstein files is like,
Yeah.
okay, but are those the actual emails though?
Those were just rumors for years, right?
Yeah, but
And
like now that they put
why?
them out,
Why
are
now?
they like manipulated in any way?
Sure. Why not?
Like are those emails even real emails? I'm just like I don't know what the hell is going on.
You don't know what to believe anymore. You can't turn on your phone and enjoy scrolling through videos because you don't know what videos are true videos anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
And I've always thought it was wild that ChatGPT and these other AI platforms are free.
Why are they free?
Why are they free? I've
They
been
want you
asking
to
that
have it.
question since it came out.
They want you to buy into it.
It's like the most powerful technology that we have right now, and it's
It can be.
absolutely for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense, right?
But milk and eggs are like $10 at the grocery store. But the most powerful technology we have is absolutely for free. Why is that?
Right. Why
is that Greyrot?
Why is that?
Well, we are here
They
because
want you to play with it, and they want you to
Yeah.
love it, and turn complete control over to them.
so they
You can't live without
so
it.
then they can take over.
They own you.
Yeah,
They own your thoughts.
own your
Your
thoughts.
processes.
They're learning
You got
us
people
right
now
now.
that can't write an email without AI.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
They don't have their own thoughts in their head. They don't have the confidence to stand by their own opinions or words.
And that's why human interaction is so important on this podcast. And talking about music,
We have to have community.
The best way to get this anger out is to write or listen to music. That's the one thing we know is real, the power of music. And that's why we're here.
And us coming together and let's enjoy a moment.
That's all you can do.
That's what we're doing.
No other control over it. You know what I mean? Is do what we can.
Yeah.
Well, we are here because of a track that you wrote called Itchy Tasty.
Yeah.
Just surface level, because we'll get into the meaning of it, but just surface level. What's this track about?
So there's multiple layers to it. I'll start with the title. The title is Itchy Tasty. Like I said, I'm like a 90s kid, and so I'm a big Resident Evil fan. And anybody that knows Resident Evil, one of the first little messages that you find is a scribbled note from the doctor that says "Itchy Tasty" because
I don't even remember that from the movie. I haven't
they're
seen that
transforming.
movie in long.
They're transforming into the creatures that they created in their labs. And
so basically, what's happening right now with all the clones?
They're uncomfortable. It's a sign for me. It's a sign you're uncomfortable. Something is happening. Something's not right.
Yeah.
You know. You're just like getting
something's
itchy.
Coming. Something's coming and it's not right. I love that.
Yeah, it's a symptom. It's a trigger. Sure.
Yeah. When did this track come out?
So wow, that's a great idea. A great question. I did it in 2024, I believe. Just been touring 2025 with it.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been recording, so I've been trying to perfect it.
Yeah. How have the crowds received this song in a live setting?
I've gotten quite a few comments from that song. It seems to be the fan favorite, and I'm really leaning into it because I like it too.
Sick.
And when I went to write it, I just went pretty hard, and then I said, all right, I need to figure this one out.
Yeah.
And it's turning into what it is now.
You playing this song in a couple weeks?
Oh, yeah.
Is this one on the? Okay, good. That is
Oh, yeah.
one reason for anybody listening to go to the show is that this song is going to be played live.
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to finish the set with this song because it's so fun.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm super stoked to listen to it. Like I told you before we started recording, this is the first time I'm hearing this song.
Awesome.
So I'm stoked to kind of give you my reaction of it, but tie it into like my mental health struggles and how I would take this as a listener.
Yeah.
And then learn more about what it means to you. All right. Rick from Greyrot has teased this song enough and has even said this is going to be played live on March 14th. This is Itchy Tasty. Let's break this song down.
February 23rd. Tonight is the night that I die.
Itchy,
Well, that was Itchy Tasty by my new friend Rick in Greyrot. I have thoughts, Rick.
Yeah,
I got a lot of thoughts. So one of the things that I love about music is even if I know what a song is about, I relate it to my story. And so when I listen to it, I can connect with it that way. And then that song becomes mine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like a lot of artists say, once the track is released, it's however the audience wants to take it, however they want to look at it. And I love doing that. I love making songs mine and looking at lyrics and how can I relate this to my life, whether it's relationship, career, family, whatever it is. So I'm going to go into a little bit of story and where this took me. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to read these lyrics so everybody fully knows what is being said. I've got a 7-year itch. Say that twice. I want to peel my skin. And then back to, I've got a 7-year itch. And then you scream, wake. It's funny. Wake, scream, die, repeat. To me, it sounds like a cycle. It's a cycle. Yeah. It's a cycle that just never stops. And it's something you have to live in every day. And 7 years is a long time. That's a long period of time to be in this mindset of all I do is wake up, scream, and then that's the end of my life. We do so much. Yeah. Like, let's just say 9 to 5. Once you're doing that, I feel like you're just in a way rotting. Greyrot.
Bingo.
I just feel like in a way you're rotting to your death because you're in something that you can't really get out of or don't know how to get out of. So I was previously married and went through a really bad divorce, but 2020...
The song's for you.
This song's for me. But during 2020 is when I knew that this wasn't going to last. And we need to try to figure out a way to fix this or it's not going to work. Yeah. But for a long time, I was miserable in that relationship. We were together for 14 years.
Yep. Did you get the 7-year itch?
Well, yeah, I did. I did. And so that's where this song takes me. It is being in a very unhealthy, very toxic relationship, literally wanting to peel my skin off, to feel something. Not even to escape or like hurt yourself intentionally. It's just to feel something. And you wake up in the morning and you realize, I'm still in this. I have not gotten out of this thing. Yeah. And so I'm wake up like metaphorically screaming at myself. I'm like, and throughout the day, like, why are you doing this? Why you can just, you know how to change this, but some of us don't change it. We live in this. You don't know how to. And so it's just this repeating cycle.
Yeah.
Unless you take control over it. It's a repeating cycle until you die.
You nailed it.
So for me, that's what my relationship and marriage was.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your mindset and what you were going through and kind of a little bit more in detail what this track means to you.
Yeah. So I had all those same thoughts going through my head in the time period. Again, this was a couple years ago. Because, I was waking up and driving to Richmond every day. I was driving like 86 miles, an hour and a half just to go to work every day. And it was just repetitious. And it grinds you down to your core.
And when you're stuck in traffic, you're literally screaming.
On the interstate, yeah. And you wake up screaming because you got to do the same thing again today.
Yeah.
And you got to do it today. And you don't see an end in sight. I mean, that's one aspect of it.
Yeah.
At the same time, the big news at that time period was there was a 7-year cycle for cicadas were coming out that year. And so you'll hear in the background I tracked in several cicada sounds. And
Can you explain to me what that means again?
so cicadas live in cycles, right? So there are certain types that go dormant for 7 years, and then they'll come out and hatch out of their skin. And what do you think of when you think of cicadas? That screeching noise that they make all the time.
Yeah.
Every 7 some years, they're just screaming, and then they die,
annoying.
and they become food. Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
And so that was a big talking point at my time when I was running with that song was, guys, the cicadas are here. The cycle's here. Everybody can eat again. And I mean, that was a running joke.
Yeah.
There's some element of truth to it. At the same time, the 7-year itch is, I guess it's insider joke, but if anybody that's in a long-term relationship, you nailed it. I've had other people older than me when I was much younger, and I told them I was married. They're like, "Oh, you haven't even made it 7 years yet. You don't have the 7-year itch yet." Realizing, I guess that's the evaluation period. You know, you have to make a choice like, oh, this is what it's going to be for the rest of my life. Am I happy here? Do I need to change, transform?
Yeah.
I mean,
and I didn't really start going through my stuff of figuring out who I was until I was forced to. This was officially over, and now I'm all alone.
Yeah.
How do I? It felt like 2020 all over again, especially because I was still working from home. And this was in 2022. So it wasn't too far out of COVID, and I actually had COVID that year. I got it for the second time. But anyway, I was working from home and all by myself. I literally felt like I was back in COVID times. But after I got out of that, there was this huge awakening period for me where I'm like, oh shit, now I know what I want out of life, who I want to be with in life. And now I'm remarried and met the most beautiful person in my life that I've ever met. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that's
everything
awesome.
kind of happens for a reason sometimes, but I get it.
Yep. So it's a theme of the cycles, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big David Lynch fan, and he really doesn't outright say it, but a lot of his themes through his. I'm a big Twin Peaks fan, but he studies the samsara. It's just like the cycle. We're just going in loops all the time, and you need to make a choice whether you can break yourself out of that loop if you're not happy in that loop.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is very hard to do.
I call it a doom loop. People get stuck, and they don't know what to do. I've been there. I cycle. I cycle right into those loops, and then I have to cycle my way out of it,
Yeah. And for me, I took it as a relationship. For you, one of the things was career and a job and that whole thing that comes with it. That
was the catalyst. Yeah.
Yeah. But you could also look at this too as anybody that even has an addiction or recovering from an addiction.
Absolutely.
Because you want to, let's just say you're 7 years sober, but there's one point where it's I have that itch. I have that itch. I need a shot. I need something.
Yep.
And then
they think you do.
And then they can give into it, and then they wake up in full regret.
What cycle are you falling back into? Yeah.
Career, relationships, addiction, depression.
We live in a series of cycles and circles.
That's interesting. And is that why you went over again? You did it multiple times. You did the parts multiple times in a row to.
It's very repetitious. My stuff's very pounding.
But that's intentionally. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's by design.
I just got that right now. I just put that together. That's cool.
Right.
So there's a lot of thought that comes into even just the structure of the song.
I think that's why I never thought of myself as industrial. I lean heavy into the doom. I just love the heaviness.
Yeah.
The weight, the sludge. I love that stuff. I love all those bands. And I'm not even going to start to list them because we have a show to talk about. But there's too many to name. And so I just thought I was going super heavy, doing doom. It was just me. I'm a little older now. All my friends that I grew up playing with, we still jam, but everybody's grown up and mature and has families, and nobody wants to go and do a show. Nobody has the time to commit.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it myself. This has been a dream of mine since I was 15 or 13. And I was like, I have the tools. We've been doing this since we were kids. I'm going to go for it. And so I started programming my own drums, writing my own songs, finding these themes and lyrics that I deal with every day.
So actually, I didn't even really think of this. So you don't have a band, like all that is you.
Not right now. It's me.
Wow. Okay.
I have help from friends, and I love my friends. You know, that's the community aspect.
Yeah.
But I perform all of it. Yeah. Right now.
Very cool. Very cool. And I love how you were just like, this is a dream of mine, and I want to do it.
I don't want to disappoint that kid.
But you didn't. I love that. But you didn't want to let anything hold you back. You were just like, I'm going in it, and whatever happens, happens. But I have to get this.
That's right.
I have to at least give it a try.
That's right.
Good for
Give
you.
it a good, honest try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I've played with a lot of bands, a lot of Richmond bands, Virginia bands all over, and some of them get it. Some of them, I don't fit in their box, whatever that box is.
Yeah.
And so nobody, wants to pay any mind, which is okay. I've been, I've kind of been a loner on my own my whole life anyhow. So
I was going to say, but it doesn't even matter what people think or if it's not in your box because you're doing it for you and no one else.
that's right. I'm just having fun.
Exactly.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I'm not making money on this.
I don't think anybody's making money on anything right now.
Yeah. I don't know anybody making money.
I know.
It's not structured that way. The underground, I think.
But we do it for the love of it with the hopes of being able to grow with things. Like you never know who's going to be at a show. You never know who's watching the Instagram. You never know who's like randomly coming across your music on a streaming service. Like you just never know. But nothing will ever happen unless you don't try. And now you're playing 10 to 15 shows a year or something like that, or just like last year or so.
Yeah, we went pretty hard last year. I say we, the community. We all try and help each other out, and I like that a lot because we need each other.
So I have two more questions about this track specific. Well, actually, one more question about this track specifically. What was that in the intro? Was that from like a movie clip? Was that from Resident Evil? Where was that from?
I already said I'm a Twin Peaks dork, so it's a Twin Peaks reference.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anybody that knows, she predicts her own death. She's stuck in a cycle.
So there was a date that was said in the beginning, February 23rd.
Yeah.
What's the significance of that?
If anybody that knows Twin Peaks knows February 23rd, it's Twin Peaks Day.
Okay.
It's the start of the cycle. Agent Cooper enters the town of Twin Peaks and begins his investigation. And the cycle.
I gotta watch that show again. Like I've seen a couple episodes, and I kind of just felt like it wasn't my thing.
It's a hard watch. It's a hard '90s timepiece for sure. And David Lynch is just so cryptic.
Yeah, he is. He's awesome. There's actually a coffee shop that's not too far from me, like a half a mile away. I forget the name of the shop, but they're Twin Peak themed.
Yeah.
The
people that know.
Wow.
The people that know are diehard.
Yeah. Like you walk in the coffee shop and like the coffee, some of them are like from like lines from the show or something related to the show. They got
Hopefully
like
it's a damn fine cup of coffee.
They have, I mean, I've only been there once, but it was pretty good, but it was too expensive, so I didn't want to go back there. I'm just like, you're going to charge me this much for a novelty? I'm good. But it was good, though. It was good. I don't get it. Exactly.
It's for the experience.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Um, so you said that this whole music thing was a dream since you were 13.
Yeah.
What happened at 13 that made you want
Um, I've it's been a progression through my life as a child. So I was a military brat. I grew up in the Air Force, and we moved around a lot.
to? Yeah,
So that's what I said. I'm a bit of a loner because I've
it's
never
hard to
had
make friends when you're somewhere new every year.
when you're going to move next year.
Yeah.
You know, and then start the process over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, my music journey started. I can almost tell you exactly when. My father had the cassette tape for the soundtrack to Wayne's World, and it had Alice Cooper's Frankenstein.
Hell yeah.
And I can remember seeing Wayne's World,
Frankenstein.
and he at the song starts and he busts through that skeleton and he comes out just waving his cane, and
Yeah.
that shaped the rest of my life.
Alice Cooper. Whew.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
king. Yeah, he's
I've
awesome.
seen him in concert a few times now,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I love how theatrical, and I'm not using that in any kind of negative sense because
He does it right.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
But how much
Still.
theatrical work goes into there with the
Yeah.
monsters on stage and what's projecting behind, and it's just just he reminds me, and I haven't seen him with him yet, but it reminds me of like a Rob Zombie kind of show too.
So the last time I saw Alice Cooper, he was touring with Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was like a
I
double
haven't been to
whammy.
that one yet. I
Yeah,
went to the one with Rob Zombie and Manson, but I haven't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I haven't done the Cooper one yet.
Yeah. I had to see both of them. So yeah, that was a dream come true. So that was the start.
Have you ever done any of those VIP meet and greets for a Cooper show? No.
No. There's kind of like
Do you want to meet him, or you just kind of want to leave him as the figure that he is?
now that I've gotten older, it's kind of like I don't want to meet my heroes.
Yeah.
I want them to be the idols that influence me and make me happy. You don't want to meet your idol and then he's just dismissive, or not he, but they, or whoever is dismissive.
Yeah.
Or they smell bad. Or
I've had too many bad
something.
experiences meeting people that I looked up to, and just it just ruined the movie for me. It ruins the music, and it's just
no.
It sucks. There's only one artist that I would never ever want to meet for that reason. I would be terrified to meet him, but there's only one, and that's Eminem.
Oh yeah, he's pretty abrasive.
I've been a huge fan of him. Yeah, I've been a huge fan of Eminem since I was 10 years old.
Yeah,
and he's the one artist who I never gave up on. I never stopped listening to.
Yeah,
I never, because all my favorite bands and stuff, I've gone through phases where I'm their music's not really doing it for me, but I'll come back later.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem was always that artist for me. We're just oh, you're dropping this, you're dropping that. I flew to Detroit to go see him play live in his hometown. I'm just
cool.
I want to be a part of this, but I never want to meet you.
Yeah.
I get it.
Just keep it fun to where you enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And inspiring. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll leave him on my tattoo. I have a little tattoo in honor of him.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty cool. But anyway, Eminem, if you're listening, do never come on this podcast because I would never want to talk to you. So you had said there was a few. Sorry, you said that there was a few people who have commented on this track.
Yeah, I've had.
What are they saying?
Hopefully, when I end my set with that track, it ends with pretty high energy. That's why I like it. I've had some friends that say, "Hey, what you're doing with those vocals, just your control." Just really good comments.
Cool. Okay, cool.
I'm I'm opening for the other bands, and so I'm always just kind of playing to the other bands. And either, there's maybe one or two guys that come up and be like, "Hey, that was great. What you're doing, keep it up." And the other people, everybody else is just kind of whatever. I don't fit their
Yeah, that
box.
happens. I mean, that definitely happens.
Yeah.
I've been to a handful of those too, but it's just like you do it because you love it.
You do it because you love it. Yeah. A lot of my other stuff's pretty slow. It's a grind. It's real doomy,
Yeah.
sludgy, not high energy stuff. So that's why I try and end with that song. Because
Do you have a music video for it by any chance?
not currently.
No. Okay.
There's some projects in the works.
Do you have any videos out? Music videos?
I put some stuff I tried to scrap together on YouTube.
Okay.
Actually, there is a video for that song on YouTube. Something I was playing with, some of those AI tools that we were talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's kind of fun and silly, but it's not like a final product.
Gotcha. So that's one of the next steps for you is to get some music videos out so we can put a visual to this track we just
Totally. Yeah.
And I can see like the camera just going in a loop the entire time. Like it could be like one location, just in a loop of you just screaming and it going around you. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Super simple.
I need to hire a production crew for that.
No, not at all. You just need one camera to go around you. That's it.
Sure.
That's it. Create like a cool little like backdrop or something, or go in the woods. You know what I mean? Like go up in the mountains or something, and just have someone go around you.
Yeah,
that's sick. That's actually a pretty cool idea.
You and I are. I'm already there. I've already started that process. I'm already there. Yeah.
That's why I like diving into the minds of creatives, because we realize that we are so much more alike than we can ever know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're speaking my language.
Hell yeah. So I know that you have this amazing, huge sellout show you're playing with our friends in a couple weeks from now. But what else does 2026? I had to try to remember what year it was.
Yeah, really.
What else does 2026 have in store for Greyrot?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it, but focusing pretty hard on recording now. I took a break over the winter. The solstice has passed, so now we're getting a little bit more sunlight every day. That I'm getting that Earth's natural yellow sun, get my energy back. So the break's over. I'm in a recording studio, really trying to focus hard, get these things
done.
Time to
power through,
get it done in a professional manner, so I can get it out. I've had some young guys in Richmond come up and they're like, "Man, that was fantastic. That was great. Are you on Spotify? Where can I find you?" And I have to say, not yet. I'm working on it. Go to Bandcamp.
I was just going to say, you have a Bandcamp link.
I do, yeah. So those, and I have it aptly named like basement recordings because, that's just grinding it out in the basement, just having fun. Yeah. And it's just kind of a little teaser for what's to come.
I think your name on that artwork needs to be way bigger too.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be up there in the woods. You know what I mean? Like in big letters on top.
I like that. Yeah.
In like
I've done some concept art that had similar styles.
Yeah, you gotta throw that. You gotta throw that logo on there.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who it is. Not have to kind of look for it. Bam!
Yeah, believe it or not, I don't like to go big, and I don't like a lot of attention. And I had a friend tell me, "Well, you're in the wrong business," but I'm having fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, there is no right or wrong way of any of this. If that's your style, you fucking go for it. That's sick. Well, you talk about Bandcamp, you talk about where people can find you. What is, if someone were to come up to you right now and say, "Hey, Rick, with Greyrot, where's the best place to keep up with everything you got going on?" Where would you send them?
Greyrot.bandcamp.com. That's where it is right now.
You have all the tour dates and you keep up with that?
I try and keep it updated.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Like I said, I'm a one-man show, so as you know,
it's
a lot of work.
I get it. This whole podcast thing, from editing to booking to hosting,
I can't imagine.
Do it all by myself. So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. You'll see me roll up in my truck, and I'm unloading the refrigerator size, cabinets and all the stuff, and everybody makes fun of me. But for me, it's like I'm gonna come and bring everything I have.
Yeah,
you know,
you got to go all in. You got to go in all. You have to go all in on yourself every day.
Yeah.
If you got to place any bets, place them on yourself.
For me, it was when I'm sitting at home 20, 30 years from now, and I'm going to say, I don't want to be the guy that said, I wish I did that.
Yeah. No, I know.
And that's a huge motivator.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Final question for you.
Yeah.
Since this is a mental health, music, rock and roll space, what is a track or an artist that you go to when you need a pick me up or you need something to get you through it? What's something you can recommend to our audience that might need to hear that?
A pick me up?
Or I mean, just
That's
when
tough.
you're feeling an emotion, even if it's you want to be sad and soak in it, you do. When you want to be pumped up at the gym, this is what I. But just in general, like if you're just chilling and you're like, you know what, I really need to think about things, but I'm going to put this track on
right now. I'll say as of a lot lately, Alice in Chains. I've gone through different phases, different bands speak to you, but I always go back to Alice in Chains.
Are you one of those fans who will listen to albums in a row and not pick out tracks? Are you just going through the whole discography and just letting it roll?
I do albums, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do you have a favorite one? Is there one right now where you're like, this is the one that I'm feeling the most?
I can't.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
I only ask hard questions on this podcast. Who's your favorite band?
Don't back me in a corner.
Yeah. Exactly.
I said before, there's too many amazing bands in existence.
There really is. There absolutely is. Well, Rick from Greyrot, it was a pleasure chatting with you and hearing your track and being able to relate it to both our lives and multiple situations. I mean, that's what music does for you. It creates that relationship that you can always go back to.
It's community. In the end, we need community. And I think we're too easily programmed and we get bogged down in the polarities of life.
Yeah.
And people become polarized and put themselves in boxes.
And a lot of people don't know where to go or how to go about talking about mental health.
Yeah.
So I think the more of us that talk about it, including yourselves and Veclos and the other bands, it's like we all have a place that we can come on and talk to. And I hope that's what my whole hope is. This whole thing is get people talking again.
Yeah.
There's not enough talking.
That's right. Yeah. People ask me like why I do it, how I do it. And I said, I'm exercising the demons.
That's true.
Yeah.
They don't want you talking. They want you backed in that corner thinking that there's no
They want you
option.
isolated. Yeah. Rotting.
Speaking of rotting, Greyrot, thank you for coming on, my friend. I will see you shortly.
Yes, thank you.
On March 14th at Odin's House of Sound. Doors at 7, show is at 8. $10 cash. $10 cash.
I know.
These bands are robbing you at this point. You're robbing the band. Hey, no, I said that the wrong way. You're robbing the artist at that point. So
let's just get together and have fun.
Go show up. 21 plus BYOB again. Saturday, March 14th. We got Greyrot, Velvet Ruin, our homies in Fretlos, Ash Wolf, and is sponsored by Heavy Mental Breakdown Podcast. I will be there in person with the stand talking about mental health and resources, but also, wearing my dark metal clothing. And
yeah, man,
we need more of that. So come check us all out. March 14th. Rick, I'll see you there, my friend.
I'll be there. Let's go.